السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam and in general, I'm recording this video in English because I just wanted to convey the situation of Sri Lankan Muslims, the fear and anxiety of Sri Lankan Muslims out of forced cremation. We didn't even come up from the disaster of COVID-19. We see fear and anxiety everywhere across the countries. We didn't come up until now. Still we feel pain and anxiety and fear out of this COVID-19. But in the case of Sri Lankan Muslim, it is totally different. They still have fear, anxiety as we have. But in addition, they have a greater fear that if they die out of COVID-19, the Sri Lankan government will cremate them. It is a forced cremation. As you know, in Islam, cremation is haram. Once we die, we have to bury the dead body instead of cremating. Cremation is it's haram. It's not acceptable in Islam. It is a basic faith that people know, even non-Muslims, they know it, that we are not cremating the body. It is an izzah, it is a honor to this body. We have to have a honor, So, I don't understand why Sri Lankan government is not understanding the feeling of the basic right of Muslims. Why they are not giving respect to the basic rights. As I know that Sri Lanka is a democratic country where the government should respect the different faith and different ideas. This is the basic right. How can they reject this right? How can they are not understanding? How can they disrespect the basic rights of Muslims? What they're asking for? They're not asking for anything. They're asking for a very least right, that if their beloved one died out of this COVID-19, they want to give a honor. They hate cremating the body. They hate fired up the body. Recently, as you all know, that a small infant has been fired up. I happened to see his father was crying, and he's trying to explaining that how doctors has been behaved with this father and how they fired up the small infant. Really, as a father of two boys, I just shattered, and my heart felt pain. How come you do this? How come you do this? Why you didn't understand their feeling? They are not asking you anything except their fundamental rights. Besides this, WHO is clearly stated that there is no harm. There is nothing harm of burying a body instead of cremating. They are supporting burying body. Over 185 countries in this world, they're doing the same thing. They're burying the body. There is no issues. How you say that it is going to have an issue of underwater, which is really not understandable. How you say that? Where is the proof? Muslims in Sri Lanka is your own people. You have to understand their feeling. As far as Islam, as far as Muslims, we are brothers. We are like one body. We felt pain. When Muslims across the corner, if they felt pain, we also felt pain. We feel pain because we are like a body. Innamal mu'minuna ikhwa. So we send this message to the people, to this world, that we have to ask Sri Lankan government to stop the forced cremation. It is an oppression. It is really a bad oppression against Muslims in Sri Lanka. Every day they feel pain that, if they lose their beloved ones, it is going to be forcibly cremated. What is this? What kind of situation is this? We have to rise our voice against the decision of Sri Lankan government, and we have to help our brothers in Sri Lanka. This is something unacceptable. I request and I advise Sri Lankan Muslim community to be patient. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His aid. Allahu Azza wa Jal, really He is watching us. He knows the situation. Inna Allah kana alaykum raqiba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala watch over for us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He knows the situation or what we felt. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will really help us for sure. So in this moment, I just wanted to give you an advice to do more dua, and take the message to the world, and ask for your rights, and always ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dua. Wallahi, He is the only helper for us. Allahu Azza wa Jal is the one who can help us. We can ask for our rights. We can cry to this world that this is our situation, to tell them that situation and all this stuff. But on the top, the helper is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who created us. He is the one who can change the hearts. He will change the hearts if He wants. So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with confidence, with love. Change our lifestyle. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala istighfar. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgiveness. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for aid. Surely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help us. Allahu Azza wa Jal, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us, no one can stop His help. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our lives. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect our rights. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change the situation which is there in Sri Lankan Muslim community. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala lift this stop cremation from Muslim community. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will help us. He is the only helper what we have. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continuous dua. We will pray for you. All the Muslim ummah will pray for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help us. Jazakumullahu khairan wa barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.